welcome to Saturday Morning Momentum, or I should also say good afternoon, because depending on where you're at, it could be the afternoon or evening. But welcome to Saturday Morning Momentum. We are coming together here as a community to get stuff done. So this is a 2-hour live stream where we come together as a community to work on aims, projects, goals. You might want to use it for reading. It's whatever you want to do to be productive during your time. And within that 2 hours is a 1-hour power hour. Hopefully it is a focused hour, uninterrupted. Can't promise you any of that, but hopefully it is. For anyone who's new to my channel, I'm Kat of Kat's Novel Adventures. And for anyone joining on replay, welcome as well. Let us know what you got up to during your power hour, because we like to know. And I am being joined today by two of my lovely, amazing friends. How are you doing, Laurie?
I'm hanging in. I'm hanging in there. No, I'm doing pretty well, just generally speaking. But if I start going, you'll know that I have this summer crud, whatever is happening in the air, and so that is
in the South.
Can't breathe sometimes. Yeah, in the South, right? Exactly. But I'm doing well. I've had a good week, and I have some time with my grandchildren this weekend. They're going to spend the night, and so that'll be great fun. How about you, Jen?
I am surviving. It was I was just telling Laurie and Kat before we came on, it's been mostly a survival week. I finally felt human again yesterday, so hopefully I'll stay feeling human. How about you, Kat?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I threw to Laurie, because I had to clear my throat. I hate to say it. This beginning of this week, I ended up, and it seems like Laurie's been the same way, with the allergy, hay fever symptoms. You know, it's that postnasal drip, and it's that headache that comes like midday, like afternoon, early afternoon, almost into the evening. And so basically Claritin and Tylenol severe sinus have been my friends for the last couple of days. So it's like mornings are real productive for me, and then it's like kind of like waning a little bit in the late afternoon, evening. I mean, I keep pushing myself to do what I need to do, because I figure eventually I can go to sleep.
Yeah, that's the hope, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but I will tell you, I've been trying to I have my training wheels on right now for my evening routine and my mornings, trying to adjust my mornings. And it's hard. It's hard to, like, I'm going to have to come up with a punishment for myself. I'm thinking about I'm telling y'all, I'm going to have to think of something that will motivate me to like not stay up longer than I need to. It's just, I don't know what it is. I get involved in something, and then I get like a second wind. And then before you know it, it's like 11 o'clock. I'm like, come on now.
Yeah.
It's like so it really is the evenings. That's the one thing I have noticed this week. It really is the evenings that are affecting the mornings. So I'm planning on doing an August challenge. So the whole month of August, just like, I keep data of when I wake up and when I go to sleep anyway, but I need to like really write down, like be more intentional and say, why did you go to bed at 11:09 last night? What were you doing? Was it that you decided to post on Instagram that you watched your Giallo July movie? That's why.
That's important stuff.
Why you couldn't wait till the next day, I don't know, but I'm so excited about getting it out there. So yeah, that's kind of like what I've been up to this week, is because I didn't have anywhere to go this week, which is so abnormal. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to make a work schedule, pretend like I'm working at my house and do this thing. So I'm still trying to sort it all out. So that's why I say I have my training wheels on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if anybody has any tips about how they wind down in the evening, obviously I cannot do it successfully. And I think the only way I could was when I did teach, I kind of was forced to do it in order to get up as early as I got up. I mean, I guess, but even still, there was sometimes that I went to bed late and I just, ran on fumes like the next day kind of
Yeah.
thing. I
Yeah.
think I am a night owl by nature. I think that's part of the issue, and and I've had to conform to be a lark, but
Yeah, that was true for me most of my life until I got older. I guess till I had the children too. But I I'm a huge fan of I'll send you a picture of the box. Any kind of chamomile sleepy time tea, anything like that really works for me. But now I go to sleep like I also take Zoloft at night because
yeah.
my therapist said I need to, so that probably helps as well. And then I use lavender vanilla lotion on my chest and on my neck.
Oh, okay.
So I sleep really, really well, like so well that it's dangerous sometimes.
Well,
I take
my
Zoloft in the
son
morning, but trazodone at night, so I sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Otherwise, I won't
Do
because
you
my
do
mind.
trazodone every night, Jen?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I know it's a non-narcotic. I know that
Yeah.
that's fine
Yeah,
because we give it to Bailey for
yeah,
her,
the dogs take
whenever she's
yeah,
terrified of the weather.
Yeah.
mhm.
But, Barry has a friend that, takes trazodone, when he needs to have a really good night's sleep, he'll take it. He said the only thing for him is he feels a little groggy in the morning, and I'm wondering if that's because he's only doing it periodically
It
as
could be like
opposed.
I did at first, just like when I first got on Zoloft, I was real sleepy, but then it kind of like throughout the day, but then it just evens out. But other stuff I do too, like at night, is I try to like read,
Mhm.
before I go to bed. And then like I have a set routine, like I have yogurt and fruit every night about 8:30. And to me, that's just kind of
Oh,
signaling my brain, here's your last little,
Yeah.
snack, read. But if since I'm just thinking since you don't have to get up early and go to work, maybe you should just kind of
go with
lean
the
into being a night owl. I mean,
It just doesn't work out. Like, I wanna be able to exercise. Like, if I lived in a like, that's what I was telling Barry, I'm, like, so annoyed that it's so hot because
yes.
I didn't
yeah.
get up early enough this morning. I could have gone to walk and then come home and showered and been ready for this, and my day would have been great.
Mhm.
But I'm telling you, you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's already 80 degrees outside.
Yeah, yeah. Where we are, we
And the
can't walk
humidity this
outdoors in the
past
sun.
week has
Yeah,
been unreal, even
yeah.
like almost suffocating. Like, because I walked a couple of at late evening when the
Mhm.
sun's down, and it's like a blanket, like you're
Yes.
wearing a blanket as you're trying to do whatever. So
Yeah.
that's part of the issue is I just know if I can get my exercise in, my walking in. I like to get walking. I like my walking more than I like the body, but the body program, I'm doing it for the strength training. So it's just trying to figure out what works. And then also too, I feel like eventually I am going to be working. So it's like
Oh, yeah, you don't
I'm
wanna get
trying
out
to
of
train
Yeah.
yeah,
myself
yeah,
be able to get up at a reasonable enough time, which means I do have to work on my back end. And I
right,
do read before I go to sleep. The issue is if you're getting in bed at like 10:55
right.
and then I start reading, it's like it's going to be 11 something by the
Yeah,
time I'm sleepy enough to go to sleep. Because I find if I do not read something before I go to sleep, I cannot fall asleep right away, even if I'm tired. It's weird. It's
yeah,
Maybe
just
try
yeah.
giving yourself a reward, like a little reward, like every week. If you go to bed, say this week, if I went to bed on time, whatever that means for you, and got up on time, I get a little treat. Or save up real big and say if you do it for a month, give yourself a big treat instead of
Yeah, well,
punishing
maybe I should
yourself.
do a treat instead of punishing myself.
Yeah, I was going to say reward instead of punishment.
yeah.
Positive
Mm.
reinforcement.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to share their sleep tips, how they wind down, that's not super late, that would help. Like I said, I think August, I wanna do it. This way I have another week to get myself, like, try different things to see what's gonna work for
Yeah.
me. So, let's see who's in the house. We have Swank here. Konnichiwa, everybody. Happy Hot Fudge Sunday
Oh,
day, and happy Wine and Cheese Day, and
ooh,
World Red Shoes Day.
Wine and
Ooh,
cheese. You don't have to tell
I'll
me
pick
twice.
that one too.
yeah. And we're not talking about, do you want some cheese with that wine?
Right.
And Shannon's here this morning. Hi. Made friends with the like button. Good to see you, Shannon. Shannon is who inspired me to do my focused session yesterday. And hello, fine women from Molly. How are you, Molly? And she's saying, Swank, I can't celebrate any of those things. Got none. And then good morning from Jen. How are you? And Laurie is telling everyone hello. And Eleanor's here. Coffee cheers.
Yay.
Cheers. Yes, I have my
funny.
coffee.
I need no more coffee, Eleanor. I'm going to be crazed.
Molly said, Swing says to Molly, don't feel bad. I can't do any of them either. I posted all days on Cursed Pirates Discord. See if they work better. And how about Thread the Needle Day? Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's
Isn't there a we have a Thread the Needle exercise.
Yoga pose.
Yeah. Because I have a hard time threading the needle. That's when I know that I'm not as flexible as I need to be.
Yoga is a good thing to put you to sleep too, if you have the right poses. I used to do that every night before I went to bed. Yeah.
I need to figure it out. And Emily said, ooh, I can celebrate wine and cheese day tonight. Woohoo! Go, Emily. Emily's had some progress in her home. If you follow Emily on Facebook, she's been sharing her pictures. And I need to finish dusting everything from the repairs, but first I need to get showered and dressed for the day and pack up and mail out a couple of Pango orders. Very nice. Good morning, Krista. I am so ready for Saturday morning momentum today. I'm enjoying a weekend at home and had my lazy day yesterday. Good for you. And today I do need to get stuff done. Excellent. Yeah, always whenever I have a lazy day, I say I'm being lazy. I'm like, that makes me feel so bad about myself. But then I'm like, I'm not going to feel bad. I'm going to call it a self-care day.
Yeah.
And then Molly said, I can at least try thread the needle day. I have learned to crochet on my bucket list, and I learned how to tie a slip knot last weekend. So this is the next step. Excellent. Good morning, Allie. Currently reading The Hydrogen Murder by Camille Minashino on page 49. Also need to get some laundry done. Sounds good. And good morning, Alicia. Happy Saturday. Just popping in to hang out for a bit before I'm off to Disney Springs to meet up with a few booktuber friends in town. Excellent. That is so fun, Alicia. I'm excited for you. And then hello to the chat from Allie. Aloha, Allie. And then, hey, Alicia, I hope you have a blast. And then I also need to make progress on my office spare room. That was the goal of this summer until it became the office spare room linen closet catch all for anything I didn't want coated with dust. Yeah. Don't you love how you have a plan and then sometimes it gets derailed? You're like, come on now, come on. And then more highs. And then, so Krista said, I struggle with morning and evening routines as well. I remember you talking about that. And it's something, like I said, I put my training wheels on this week and really tried, to do it. But, when I look at my stats, I'm just like I'll do good for a couple of days. And then I don't know. I set my alarm clock for 6:15 and I met that goal 4 days. One day I woke up at 6:12, 4 days out of the week. And then, but going to bed on time, I want to go to bed between 9:30 and 10, like to be in the bed with the book in my face. Actually, 9:15 would be better. And then that way I can fall asleep between 9:30 and 10 kind of thing. So the only day, that I actually turned my light off my lamp was 9:37. Otherwise it's between 10 and 11. So I don't know. I don't know if daylight savings time also has something to do with it too. Because sometimes I do go from a walk when the sun goes down, and by the time, I'll, go for my walk, stretch, and then I'll take my shower and I'm ready to, but if I decide, am I going to watch TV with Barry? Am I not? all that plays a factor in it. So
Do you have an Apple Watch or a different
I do,
kind?
but I can't sleep with this watch because if you move,
Oh,
the light comes on, and then I don't like to wear anything. I mean,
gotcha.
with clothing.
Because I have this
Let's
little
specify that.
challenge with myself about how many hours of sleep I get, because it tells you, how long you slept and when you were awake. It has a whole diagram, of when you were awake. And
Yeah, I've worn it before
yeah,
and see it and all that, but I think 7.5 hours used to be between 7 and 7.5 hours was a good amount for me.
yeah,
But
me
it
too.
seems like I need a little more, maybe more like on the 8 range. But for my age group, they say anywhere from 7 to 9.
Yeah,
So it's just trying
yeah,
to figure out. So yeah, Krista, I'm gonna try to figure it out and see if I can master this because I should be able to. If I knew I never had to go to work again, it would be a whole different story. But
right,
and I know I'm going to be working book fair in August, and I'm gonna have to get up early in order to be there. So I don't want to be dead, when I end up having to go work the book fair. So
right.
I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. So good morning, Matthew. Welcome. And Molly is telling everyone hello in the
Thank
chat.
you, Molly.
And then during the school year, I'm usually exhausted. Progesterone at night has helped me fall asleep and stay asleep. Yeah, I've been trying the magnesium. I don't know if it's effective or not. Like I only tried it for about 3 days.
Yeah,
So my son recommended it because it's supposed to relax you. But he told me you need to take it like an hour before you go to bed. Well, I did that once. That might be the day that I went to bed at 9, whatever. So that's what I need to keep notes. Like, why did you go to bed at this time? Because you took your magnesium at 8, whatever,
right, right.
So that's what I'll be doing in August. And they say don't use devices a couple hours before going to bed. Try reading before bed. You can also
Yeah,
get magnesium gummies that are supposed to help with your sleep. So I'm trying the magnesium and the devices. Like I said, last night I was posting my Giallo July right before bed.
yeah.
Thread the needle is a yoga pose, which I can definitely get into today. And hey to Molly. And
Yeah.
hello, Naomi. How are you? Happy Saturday. Hoping to get some adulting tasks done during power hour. Excellent. Swank takes magnesium and melatonin and a script of trazodone. I put on Campfire by the Ocean to listen to while I go to sleep. And I'm a night owl too.
That's a good idea too. Yeah.
Yes, some more highs, and they did a bad job repairing things. Yes,
Oh,
Emily said, I believe you said, Emily, that they painted over your vent.
oh.
What?
Unless
Oh.
I'm making that up. Yeah. And Swank says she knew Jen would like wine and cheese dip.
Call me out.
And more highs. Well, thank you from Alicia. And then during power hour, I'll be clearing my kitchen island. If I happen to get that done, I'll start putting together the cart I bought. I'll be talking like where I'm coming from if I'm doing the caught and bought. What accent is that? So since Molly is telling us what she's going to be doing, let's go ahead and talk about our intentions. So Laurie, what are you planning on doing?
So because I have the grandchildren for this morning, they're coming sometime this morning and then through tomorrow. Well, only two of them, but the rowdiest ones. I'm going to have this nice quiet time reflecting on in my book journal, as well as just kind of making some plans, I think, for reading and whatnot. And I do have 2 books here that I've chosen that I should probably prioritize. One, this is my book club book for this month, but we start reading it the first Monday in August. And then I have this one too, because I need something light, because I read something really dark yesterday, but it was really good.
Ooh. Yeah, so you need a palate cleanser.
I do.
So what about you? What are you going to be up to, Jen?
I have got to finish reading King Sorrow by Joe Hill. I think I have like 15% left because I borrowed the Libby app, the ebook, so it's on my Kindle, but it's due tomorrow. And they won't let me renew it because there are other people waiting in line. So I've got to finish it today. You only have 2 weeks, and this book is like close to 900 pages.
Yeah, it's a chunker. That's why I haven't read it yet. I was planning on reading it this summer, but ended up, because we're reading, I don't know what Bailey's doing. She's just standing there. I was going to read King Sorrow. I wanted to read it for Big Book Summer, but I am reading Wolves of the Kala. And it's 709 pages, and I'm trying to finish that in July.
Like so father, like son.
Yeah, I don't know. I might try to do King Sorrow in August. I got to see what books I have for August. I don't have a whole lot on my plate for it. I'm trying to do summer book bingo and then big book summer. Not that I ever black out my board for for summer book bingo, but yeah, I really want to get it in because I bought it in January and I'm like been chomping at the bit to read it.
Yeah, I didn't like buy it because I do love some of Joe Hill's. Like I loved Heart Shaped Box. I was not a big fan of Horns. So I didn't want to like buy this big book. So I, have been on the wait list for months, clearly, because it came out last year.
You have to read it when you get it in.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you a cheat that you should probably not know, but now it'll go out to the whole universe here on YouTube?
Please, I'll make a deal with King Sorrow.
You can put your Kindle on airplane mode and they can't pull it to return it because you're not connected. But you got to make sure that, that no other devices will let them come in and suck it out. But yeah.
Okay. Duly noted. I'll try to finish it today, but just
that way you can kind of move on.
Before.
I can't say it's not a good idea because it really is.
Because that is so mad if I don't finish it and then I have to give it back.
Wait another 15 months. Yeah, I know.
And I'm like,
yeah.
They should give you more than they should let you renew something, even if other people are in line. I mean, 2 weeks. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Because it's considered new. I know that's just how it is because there's so many people that are anxious to get it.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to during Power Hour put my other shelf on my bookcase and done with all my shelving, but Barry didn't cut close enough on my last 3 boards, my last 3 shelves to go in. So I'm not going to be able to do that, but I think I am going to work in my office and, get rid of some of the things that I have and put the picture books that I can on this one shelf. It's all my, because I alphabetize them. So I have those in a pile and I'm going to try to put as many as I can in and just clean my office up a little bit to make it a little more user-friendly. I have been a little bit at a time, but I think I need one good solid hour.
Yeah.
And knock everything out. And just let go of a lot of these pieces of paper that I have. I don't know why I'm hanging on to them. I don't know why. But it's like I can get the information if I need it.
Right.
So that's what I'm going to do. Good morning from SOC. It's the day of my Christmas in July vlog. Very nice. And so that's what I'm working on today. Very good. I finished a couple of books this past week, did a self-care day on Friday. Nice. Excellent. Jen saying, I can't help with the night routine. My brain decides what's the best time to run through every possible thought I've ever had. It's a double-edged sword. I need more sleep to help my ADHD, but by then my meds are all gone and brain is not calm anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But I can see that because Jen, you're a teacher and it is hard to turn your brain off when you teach. I will just say, because you're running through your to-do list. You're running through your list of all the things you didn't get to before bed that now have to be put on your list that you already have to do for the next day. Yeah. They painted over a vent and painted around a picture hook. And so it's 2 different colors, bright white and dingy white. Crazy. Jen, during power hour, I have to finish editing my video for today and do laundry. Excellent. And dingy white because the air vents are filled with dust. The vent they painted over needed to be open for maintenance to eventually clean out. Ridiculous. And Molly, is that cart from the fall or a new one? And then to Jen, put your phone on airplane mode, and I think you'll be able to keep it longer. So there's
I'm glad you said that. I felt like a criminal a little bit.
Inside info.
Yes. So Krista says, I have 16 things on the spinner wheel for this morning. Would love to get through 8 of them. That might be shooting the moon, but I'm going to try. You can do it, Krista. I have no doubt.
Thank
I
you.
mean, eight should be a breeze for you.
That's
also,
right.
you should check if you can adjust your borrow time in Libby. Sometimes you have that option. I have mine all set for 21 days.
Oh.
Okay,
So check that out, and check that out also.
Yeah.
We'll be doing that during power hour.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. All right.
This is why we have to be here as a community to help each other out.
That's right.
Good morning, Kathy.
Talking about legal ways to do things and a little bit of a shady way to do something.
Well, I would just call it a loophole.
Yeah, I mean, you don't return your physical books always on time, right? And I don't mind. I pay the fine. I'd pay the fine probably if they gave me one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we should be able to hold it until we're done.
Right.
Yes.
Just like not holding it physically, just holding it like.
No, but I'm saying, just keep it. Yeah.
Swank said during the hour, I'll be continue reading Life on the Bridge by Kaylin Partlow. It is about autism.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then Kathy is going to continue with This Book Made Me Think of You and do some cleaning. Excellent. Yeah. Okay, so everyone has their intentions set for what they're going to do. And if you don't have your intentions set, maybe you'll be motivated when the kitty cat timer comes up and you'll be ready to go. So we're going to get our little kitty up. Make sure that is up. And Alicia said, oh, Kat, I wanted to say the bookcases 4 and 5 are painted. Just one more to finish. Yay. Excellent. Gold star to your husband as well, Alicia, because
recovery.
He has been so supportive of you and your journey with this. And I love that because not all people are supportive of readers, believe it or not, and their hobby of having too many books.
Yes.
So gold star for you and your husband. Okay, so let's get ready. On your marks, get set, power hour. Welcome back. Let's see. Ooh, almost didn't make it back, y'all.
Where'd you go?
I was busy.
Ah.
I was getting in my zone. I don't know about y'all, but it makes me crazy when I like get in my zone and then I have to stop because I have to wait for somebody else to help me with something. So it's like I can't do anything. I'm like at a standstill until I can do whatever I have to do. So I have about 200 picture books, probably a few more than that, but I cannot fit them all on my shelf. So I'm going to have to make a decision. So I think I can adjust a shelf on my middle grade bookshelf. And I think I'm going to put like my specialty books. Like I have some specialty kind of like, I don't know if you wouldn't really call them picture books, but like one might be on mythology, one might be on monsters, one might be on vampires, whatever. So I think I might put those specialties and maybe even like I have an oversized book. It's so big, like it's so tall. So I might do that. I might adjust the shelf out there, put that on the bottom, and then go from there with my middle grade books. So the one thing about doing this whole library organization is that I'm like, I really should not bring another book into my life at all, ever. Because it's like insane.
Yeah.
Well, and the crazy thing is I was so proud of myself. Was it last week? I had gotten rid of like 8 to 10 boxes of books that had like my mom's books in them and some books that I had gotten from friends of the library. People give me books sometimes like to bring to donate or whatever. So I'm like so proud of myself. So I got all that. I have a couple of boxes still left in my living room that I got to figure out what to do with them, where to put them, kind of thing. So, or they might just sit in the box for a little bit until I can make room. So I'm all proud of myself. And then I happened to look in our hall, go into our garage, and there's a box. This whole time I thought there were dishes or something that belonged to my mother-in-law that Barry had brought home. So I just took a peek in it just to see. No, it's more books from my mom's house. And I haven't even brought all the books from my mom's house yet. So I'm like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to put these? Where am I going to put them? So I'm hoping there are books that I can donate that I have no like I'll look at it and be like, I'm not going to read that. I should not bring another picture book into my house though. But the problem, it's hard.
Yeah, in that state of mind, you have to be there. Like there's a time where I'm like ready to purge. I'll just purge everything and never look back. And then there's a period of time where I'm like, no, I love you.
I know.
So you just have to, and then find joy in it. Like instead of saying, how am I ever going to get all these books? Then you just say, how am I ever going to get all these books put away? You know?
Right. Right. Well, and part of the thing too is part of the thing. I mean, I need my husband to cut those 2 shelves, just trim them a little more so I can get some more books in here, this area organized, and then my nonfiction in my other room. But I'm just going to have to buckle down and read what I have or go through it. Like I have 4 books that were my mom's and they're just on stuff like it's self-help kind of stuff, but one of them is on water. One of them is on, like a nutrition thing. One's on like time management. So I don't know if I'm going to necessarily read it as I might like go through the table of contents.
Right.
See if there's anything that applies to me with that. Of course, I won't count it in my overall goal, but it would kind of be like me reading an article online.
Yeah.
And then just donate it after that, but I kind of feel like I want to look at it at least before I, ditch it.
Yeah.
So I did that, got some books on my shelves as much as I can get on there, and then started clearing out stuff. It's like I always feel like I need to hold on to things because what if I need that information for something? I need to be better I need a better system of organizing, like recommendations, suggestions, that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't think a notebook is it. I'm thinking maybe a binder where I can put like separate pieces of loose leaf in, and like, this is organization. This is, books about this. This is, movies I want to watch or something. And because I find when I try keeping my notebook, I'm always flicking through it, trying to find where did that person that recommended that book to me. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a work in progress. Once I get back into my momentum of organization, I'm just going to be like crazy.
Happy. You're going to be happy.
I am. I'm going to be like, like I used to be at one time. So how did your time go? Did you do what you needed to do, Laurie?
I think so. Yeah. I went through the book journal and updated some of the things. I've read a good number of books this month. Normally I'm not reading that many. So I've read 5 books, I think, already. And 3 of them were Book of the Month Club books. So I'm really making some progress on Catch-Up-a-thon. Yeah, I'd like to read one more, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I read a book in 2 days, and that I haven't done in, I can't tell you how long, way before the beginning of this year. But anyway, so I got the book journal or whatever tracker caught up. I read a little bit of None of This Is True, since this one has kind of a deadline, and it's creepy. And and then I set my intention. So yeah, I got a good bit done.
Very nice. That's awesome. How about you, Jen?
I was plugging away at King Sorrow. I'm 88% into it now, so
you can do it.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to devote the time to it. Yeah. And I mean, that's the one thing when you don't have an audiobook for stuff, that's what's happening with me right now. Is I do have my Stephen King book on audiobook, and I'm okay with the narrator and can listen to it or whatever. Stephen King probably could have made Wolves of the Cala about 200 pages shorter, because all this time they're spending in the Cala. I'm like, come on, let's stick to wolves in the action. Watch, that's going to be like the last 10 pages, the fight scene, the battle or whatever. But anyway, so all my other books are eyeball reading, and it's like I made a schedule last Sunday, literally made a schedule and said, this is where you need to be on this day, and this day. And it has helped. And if you can read ahead, read ahead. But I'm trying very hard to get all of these books that I want to read in July done. And I would love to have it done by July the 30th instead of the 31st.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. When I read up until the last day of the month, then I get a late start on deciding on what I'm going to do the next month. So, yeah, I'm just a greedy reader. I don't know how else to say it. I just want to read it all.
I get it.
And it's like, it's a time crunch, but it is what it is. What can I say?
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's coming together. So Kathy was telling Alicia Yay about her bookshelves. Yeah, because that was a big undertaking. I have to say, Alicia and Emily have been tasked with so much recently, because both of our friends, oh, look, I'm giving you balloons. Both of our friends did not ask for what they were put into. That's, and I have to just applaud both of them for doing it with such grace. Like just taking the bull by the horns and just doing the best they can with whatever they had to do,
Right.
So glad for you from Kathy. And you go, Alicia. And Alicia said, I told my husband he gets a gold star for being supportive about the bookcases. And he says, it's better than crack. This is what I live with. Y'all, people love a gold star. They just do. You remember if you get a gold star on your, papers when you were in school, stuff like that. So yeah. And Laurie, you put this in here. What is this for?
I did. This is a thing from PBS News about the way that we're reading now compared to the way we used too, and that typically only, this is the saddest part, which you can't read because I did it wrong. Typically, only 2% of parents are reading to their young children right now.
What?
That's what they've said.
I am not surprised at all by that, because when I did Title I for 2 years, there I go again with the balloons.
Hey, 2
When I
years.
need balloons, they never come, but when I don't need them, you know, I was shocked by the fact that my Title I students could not sit still to listen to a book being read aloud to them.
Yes.
Because their teachers are not reading to them aloud in the classroom, which to me, I mean, I hate to be judgmental, people, but that was a staple in my classroom. Like, we opened up so many of our lessons by reading a picture book or reading something, you know, before we started something. Have all your children come gather on the rug. You know, it was sort of like an event. They loved it. They looked forward to it. And it really kind of got them curious about whatever lesson we were going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, even my older children, I told junior high, guys, I read Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus to my 8th grade literature class.
Yeah.
Because it's all about character traits. And oh my gosh, they were like, oh, this pigeon. And then we did a chart and we did all this stuff. And it helped them, you know, for the next lesson, which was us
reading books aloud to high school students is also excellent, especially if it's like difficult, you know, to understand. If you kind of go through it together and talk about it. I'm a firm believer. You read aloud like all the time. Laurel's already bought books for Scarlett, you know, so did we. She's not even due till October, but we got the books ready. I mean, that's so sad.
And you know what started this sadness for me too was that we took the kids Monday afternoon, the same kids that are here now. I just heard them come in. That we took them to get school supplies, as we do each year. And we were looking at a book, and I said to Addie, who was the top reader in her class for years, she always had the highest score. She had 200 and some books she read one year. And I said, oh, do you want this book for your, because they always get other things, you know, besides school supplies. And she said, no, I'm not really reading anymore. My heart just broke. Yeah. And I said, what do you mean you're not really reading anymore? And she said, I just don't have time for it. And I was like, you're 10. You have time for it.
Well, I just think our youth of today have, there are so many things that reading is competing with.
It's true. And all these tablets and all these TV shows.
And it's also short attention span stuff, things that are like done in a couple of seconds. And reading, you have to build the stamina for it. That's why I loved AR, Accelerated Reader, at school, because it was really something that helped you build your stamina. Because once you get to high school and college, you know, your teachers are going to assign you a number of pages, and they're not going to sit there and hand feed you everything that's in those pages. I mean, you know, going to high school and college, especially if you were like in an honors class or an AP class or whatever, you got your assignment, and you better have those pages read for discussion the next time you walked into the room. It wasn't going to just be like, oh, I'm just going to sit here and not say anything. You know, so I just don't think they have the stamina for it. Everything's like short, you know, and I think it's also affecting adults as well.
Absolutely.
So, you know, but I did see something or hear something recently about how because people are having, you know, money, economy, you know, things are so expensive, is that people are turning more like to analog type stuff because they're canceling their streaming services and things like that, or they're downsizing that. So it's like, I don't know if that is going to trickle down maybe to the children again, and maybe that'll have a resurgence. But I'm telling you, I was floored by the fact that teachers at the school I was at were not like reading at all with their kids. Like,
I know, it just
like, I don't understand this. And you know, I had to pretty much teach my children the etiquette when I taught my Title I kids, the etiquette of sitting still and reading a story and doing all the strategies and all that trying to teach them to help them with their reading.
Yeah. And that's what I'll say. And the next thing I messed it up because I had too many words. But so I'm going to text my youngest daughter, who is a teacher, as you know, but we read to the baby. He's, he's 2 months old, almost 3 months old. We're reading to the baby. Yep. So I'm going to thank her for being one of the 2% that read to their children.
Yes, you do. You need to give her a gold star from all of us.
I do. I will.
She is doing something. At least her students will go out in the world and prosper.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Good morning, Kristen. Welcome. And then morning, not being very productive this rainy morning, but happy to see my ladies. Yay. Happy Saturday. Well, happy Saturday to you, Kaylin. Molly said, okay, Island is done and Carta's almost done, but I need an extra set of hands to finish. So hopefully my neighbor can help later. I'll keep working on my August TBR now. Excellent. Very nice. Allie said, I need to start working on my August TBR also, Molly. Mm-hmm. And Shannon said, I just realized I never said what I was working on. Just went into working, revising my novella, Viper and the Wood Warder.
Ooh,
that
sounds good.
She is rocking and rolling, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Shannon is really doing wonderful. And for anybody that's publishing a book or thinking about self-publishing, I would highly recommend you go to Shannon's channel, because she does a writer's conference. They talk about writing, self-publishing. She does a marketing sprint on Fridays where she talks about what she's doing to market her, her books, how to navigate Amazon, if she has her book on there. She's really helpful. Shannon, put your link to your channel, if you don't mind, in the Discord, link in the chat, just in case anybody who's writing would like to check that out. And then Jen said, wow, that went fast. I agree. Done with editing my video, just have to add music. I also finished my first load of laundry. Gold star. Y'all are amazing. And Sock got her first clip recorded, includes a library haul, and now it's converted for editing. So I'm moving right along. Gold star. Very nice. And Allie got to page 57 in the Hydrogen Murder and got laundry started in the washer, about to put in the dryer. Wonderful. Y'all are all getting the gold stars today. So Kristen listened to the Book of Gothel. It's fantastic so far, and caught up on my self-care journal. I love that. I love that you have a self-care journal. Mm-hmm. And hate a sock from Kristen. And so Krista said, I got sweaty during that power hour. I knocked off 8 things from my spinner. I knew you could do it. Yay. Got most of the cleaning, fast things done, vacuuming, dishes, tidying, etc. The rest of the day I can do all the slower tasks. That's awesome. You got those gold stars. And don't we always feel that while we reorganize our books? Yes. The thing about it too is I'm also trying to decide. I act like somebody's going to come to my house and grade me on my library organization. I do, but it's sort of like,
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, how should I do this? Because everybody has their own way of how they like their library to be, how it can be functional for them. And so even, just then I was thinking, should I put my holiday books in a different section than my, because I have my folkloric picture books. I'm going to have that in one little section. Or do I put them all together? Will I know that I have that Christmas book? I'm like, it's like, you're ridiculous. So I don't know. I need to get the books on the shelves first. And then if I need to, then I can switch it around if I feel I can't handle my own library. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just amazed at how goofy I am about that. So Krista says, I'm making a new spinner of all my birthday books and adding in any that have been gifted to me this year. That's going to be my TBR for August.
Oh, good.
I love that. Love that. So Swank stopped on page 68. Excellent. PC is acting wonky. I'm restarting it. Oh, technology. Don't you love it? Emily Shower, dressed, now packing up some Pango orders. Yay. Awesome. And yay for those Book of the Month reads, Laurie. You're rocking catch-up-a-thon.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. I just started Book of the Month. I got my first one in December, which then I ended up giving it away as a gift because my Owl Crate was the same book.
Right.
But I read that book, and I read Molka, and I read It's Not Her.
Good for you.
And
Yeah.
those are the 3 that I read that were book of the month. So I mean, I guess I'm proud of myself. 3 books in the first
should
time
be.
that I'm doing it, but I didn't participate in catch up a thon just because I don't need to catch up yet.
Oh,
And
I
also
sure
too,
do.
I was trying to get some other stuff done in July, but maybe by next year, ask me. I don't know if I'm gonna continue after this year with Book of the Month Club. I tell you what, it's
Yeah.
very, I mean, it's sort of like the Ring and Lord of the Ring. You know, the ring that
Yeah.
makes him crazy?
Oh, the
The
yeah.
month is to me the shiny, ooh, buy me, buy me. And then they give you all these like different things. And do you want the lolly winner and all this kind of stuff? I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe I just need to have more like, what is it? Discipline.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I don't have it, but that's what it is. Yeah.
Abby said I may need to get more bookshelves. I'm in the same predicament as you, Kat. Yeah, when I told my husband I got a new one and he had to, and I didn't say he had to, but I was like, I need you to please put this together for me. He just rolled his eyes and walked away. He's like, just get rid of some books.
Never.
And I need to organize the shelves I have. It seems like a predicament all of us, hardcore readers have, right? And Emily is trying to be gracious, but there have been some rage and some moments of deep sadness in this. But it has really helped me to declutter a whole lot easier. Yeah, I can imagine that. But you know what? You get to feel all those feelings, Emily,
Absolutely.
because that was put upon you.
Yeah,
I mean, it was not something you asked for, and they didn't even come in and do it the way that you would have necessarily repaired it. So, definitely.
Your feelings are valid.
Yes, they are valid. Balloons for everyone. Yep. And as I teach, I am not surprised. It's so easy for parents to shove a device in their kids' hand, and parents are on their devices.
Yes, indeed.
iPad kids.
Yep.
Yeah. Time for read alouds in class have been taken over because of pressure from high stakes testing. Yeah, I teach high school. I read The Three Little Pigs to teach plot. Yeah,
there you go.
They love it. You'd be surprised. They love, and they do love having a story sometimes, ongoing story. Like if you pick a book and you just, they're like, oh, we're going to read our chapter today.
Yes, yes.
But it's a good way for you to introduce authors to them and get them interested in reading something they might not necessarily think they would like.
Yeah.
So Kristen said, oh my God, don't get me started about reading aloud to my kids and letter and number recognition. Hello, Agatha. You might like the planners that have removable customizable pages. I cannot say that. It allows you to replace and reorganize. Oh, I never heard of that before.
Good.
Thank you, Agatha. And preface, I am not a teacher and not a parent. Do you think higher rates of ADHD and shorter attention spans due to screen time might also cause kids to not be able to read more? I mean, they had children that had ADHD, many years ago, and yes, but
I think it's the shorter attention span
to help them.
Yeah.
I think with the more screen time, and shorter little bites, everyone wants like fast food, like mentality, like kind of thing, drive through at the fast food restaurant mentality about stuff.
But ADHD might play a role for some. It does play a role for my oldest daughter, but she also has some other developmental delays. But my son-in-law has ADD, and he reads all the time. So it might be the age.
I mean, I think it does. It's a factor, but there's also skills and strategies that you implement for that. Because I've taught children that have had ADHD and ADD dyslexia. There's strategies you can do.
Yeah. Like they put them in a carrel. She would have a little carrel so she couldn't see everybody else, and I mean, but still, I do think it's the screen stuff and the streaming and it's everywhere, on the phones, and it's not.
Everything's like bite size.
Yeah.
Tamale, somewhat, we have so much access to audiobooks for students to immersion read. I do think our brains have been retired due to use of technology. And there are times when I notice my attention has shortened. I agree.
Mine too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, my little brother hates reading. You think I'm waterboarding him for his daily 15 minutes. His argument is he got AR awards, all 4 segments, and he should be off because it's summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that. I'm like on the fence about summer reading when they require certain books for them to read. Like I'm more like, let kids read what they want to read during the summer, since they're so focused on certain books they have to read. Is that you? Somebody's timer went off.
My child calling me. One of my children calling me. Yeah.
But that's why I think the summer reading programs at the library are amazing. If you have to hop off,
don't call me, Sarah, until I call you.
I was going to say, you have to hop off. We understand.
No.
So we're about to wrap up. Eleanor said, my aunt gifted a children's book subscription when my daughters were little, and we have the sweetest memories of reading them together. Yeah. Short attention spans for everyone, even adults. Everything is quick and easy. No patience or waiting for anything. I agree, Matthew. Laurie, you're a great mom and grandma.
Oh, thank you.
And good morning to Kristen from SOC.
After I just said I was going to hurt my child for calling me.
So I'm going to come back to this comment because we're going to talk about what we're doing for the week. Kaylin has a separate section for Christmas books.
Oh, yeah, I do too. I have a separate place too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jen says she does as well. Catch-up-a-thon is for catching up on your TBR. Well, I am catching up on that. That's for sure.
That's true.
Yes, I can use it for that. And then, yes, it doesn't have to be book of the month. And then I use the true story of the 3 little pigs by a wolf to teach point of view. I love that story.
That's such a fun book.
Read 4 chapters at Sprint and got bathroom clean. Excellent. Peace still. Peace, be still. Right. PC, still having trouble. So just in case I miss you ending the stream before I finish troubleshooting it. Thanks for sprints. Thank you, Shannon. I was trying to get Shannon to put her channel in there. Rewired, not retired. Stupid autocorrect. In fact, the point of reading is to make it fun, and required reading doesn't do that.
Yeah. That's true.
No, these are books that he chose from the book fair and never read them. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Read those books. And sorry, I didn't mean to send that so soon. No, you're good. You're good. We're going to get to that. And then I think that our society is always on the go. Kids are scheduled to the minute, not enough free time to explore books and play.
Yes.
The kids are involved in a lot more than when I was in school. That's for sure. Okay, so let's get to our goals for the week. Our intentions. So let me change for that. Okay. And then I will go back to Jen's comment. So let me get this. I'm like all over the place here. Let me put a star. Okay. So what are your intentions for this week, Laurie?
Not surprising to any of you, I'm going to have a deep conversation with my grandchildren this weekend about reading. And about, I think Maddox still does read, but we're going to try to have a lovely sort of family meeting about coming back to reading. I did not review my Medicare stuff last time, so I'll review my Medicare stuff at some point in my life. I'm purging some books for Pango. I need to list them. I've got a stack, but I need to list them. I need to finish my book club read. I need to deep clean 2 of the bathrooms. We have 3 bathrooms. I've only done 1. And then, of course, I'm doing some other bookish things, filming content and Discord updates and that sort of thing. So that's my intentions for the week. How about you?
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Jen, how about you?
Today I'm gonna have finished King Sorrow, but then we're also going to Laurel and Lou, my son and daughter-in-law. No, my daughter and son-in-law. Yes, who are expecting the baby in October. They bought a house. They've been in it a week or so. So we're going over today to visit and see what else we can do to help. And then tomorrow is my mom's birthday, so that's a tough day. So tomorrow, Tim and I are just going to do some couple things together, watch a movie, just spend some time. And then during the week, I'm going to do some house cleaning and a lot of Substack work. That's like the main focus for me right now is Substack. But I will be back to filming YouTube videos after Rena goes back to school in a couple of weeks. I do have some fall vlogs that I'd like to do and some video essays. So that'll be in the works. But right now it's mainly Substack and house cleaning.
Very nice. Sounds like it's going to be a good week. For me, I'm going to finish my all body block. The first one that I started at the beginning, it's up week, and I did not write a blog post like I was supposed to last week. So I need to write that blog post and get that taken care of. I'm going to be working with my training wheels and getting myself with that evening morning routine thing. Also trying to work on this work schedule of how that's going to work out. I did a focus session yesterday, which really helped. Very structured. I'm going to do another one on Monday. It's either going to be 2 or 3 hours starting at 9:00, but it's very structured. So we'll basically just be going check in, and then go right back in. A little bit different format than Saturday Morning Momentum. So if anybody wants to join that, it's going to be in the morning. I found it helpful yesterday because it allowed me to plan. But I also have Cozy Cottage Book Club to attend this week. I'm going to the library to do a paper bag album. So I'm going to be doing that on Tuesday evening, which I'm very excited about. Also, I am attending as an audience member. I'm going to a prison because it's through Columbia Theater's outreach program. The men at this prison have been working on, for about a year, have been working on The Tempest, which is a Shakespearean play.
Yeah.
And our art director at Columbia reached out to us on the educational outreach committee and asked if we could be the audience. And the men seem very excited that they're going to actually have an audience come. So that's on my agenda to do on Friday. But there was something else. I'm kind of toying with the idea of, I'm so behind on videos, and it's like I feel like I've just missed the boat on certain things. I wanted to do a video on Halfway Day, which was July the 2nd, and just kind of give an update on what's going on with my 26 for 2026 list. So I'm kind of on the fence about maybe doing a live stream and just do a review of it as a live stream and be done with it. Kind of maybe even doing a book haul like a live stream and just be done with it. So I don't have to worry about the time of actual filming, then editing, then scheduling, and all of that stuff. So I'm on the fence about that. And I'll make a decision, I guess, by the end of the weekend. But if I do that, it'll probably be Tuesday. Either I'll film it, and just because I don't know, I feel kind of funny about doing a live stream, but
I think you should do a live stream.
I mean, I might just try it and just see. I mean, it's not like, again, it's me wanting to like validate myself that I did it. I already wrote a blog post about Halfway Day, so I don't know if I should just leave it there and just check in for third quarter and be done with it. So that's what I have to make a decision. It's like, is it really, do I really need to do it or not, kind of thing. So I'll be toying with that idea.
So there's a wonderful movie that we saw, just as an aside, where it's about prison inmates that do a production, and it was so good. And I can't think of the name of it. Maybe somebody here will be able to think of it. but it's an actor that I really love, and he's very popular. He's been in a lot of things, but don't think that I can remember any of them in this moment. But anyway, that was an incredible movie. I think it won awards.
Well, they even also, Jim told us that they took out, they're doing it in contemporary verse.
Oh, yeah.
Like the fear element,
Good.
just because of their situation, like, I guess because of how it might traumatize some of them or whatever, or cause, I've never read The Tempest, so I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I read like a little abridged children's version of it, so I'm not sure like the full scale,
I read it.
But anyway, that was one of the things that they said, but they are very excited about it. So we're going to see how it goes. The education coordinator, she's also an artist. So she's been working with the crew to do the scenery for it and do their background scenery and stuff like that. And then Jim is directing with them. So it'll be interesting. I've never done anything like this before. So we'll see how it goes, but that is definitely what I'm going to be doing on Friday. Jen said, my goals for the week are to continue to declutter and set up a donation pickup and work on a schedule to start getting back to routine now that classes are done. Very nice. Yeah, you have a little bit of time before you have to go back to school, Jen, which I think is amazing. That you can have like a brain break. She's pushing so hard, y'all. She is getting so close to being a library specialist.
So exciting.
And then Allie said, my goals for the week are to make my August TBR, go to doctor appointments, finish my July TBR, and relax when I can. Yeah, that is important. Important. Yeah, Kathy was also saying about not being, the kids don't have enough time to even go outside and play.
Yeah.
Kids don't play outside like they used to. Emily said, my goal for the week is to figure out how to edit videos, work on the office, and I have multiple doctor appointments, teacher life. I remember that, stacking all my appointments in the summer. Also, you can choose audiobooks with book of the month. It's been a game changer for me. Cool. And I agree, Emily, I lost my joy for reading in high school. It required reading. And going to try a new workout this week. How do you like Body Cat? I like it. If you can get a special, that's what I did. That's not so expensive. It depends on what you're looking for. I wanted to do the body program for the strength exercises. And I really did like the foundational blocks that I was doing, because you had a day for total body strength, then you had an upper day, then you had a lower day, and then you had like a mobility day. And I kind of liked it. It wasn't like a lot of jumping. Like, I don't do a lot of jumping. I modify. This is new, the all body block, and they do rotate the trainers, and some trainers better than others. I'm not sure how much I'm liking this body block. I might not do the second one just because I consider walking more my cardio. And some of these exercises they want you to do, I'm like, I don't like some of them. Just like weird to me. And I'm also one, I find some of their programs, Janet Pages and Chaos used to do body. You're like standing up and then they want you to jump onto the floor and do something on the floor. So I find sometimes I miss out on the exercises. So what I would recommend, Matthew, is go to their website, check out Body, like see if you can look at some samples of workouts and stuff like that and see. I'm going to do some research. And if I can find one that's just like on strength training where I'm using my weights, I might go that format and just modify as I need to. With that. Now, I haven't done all of them. Most of the ones exercises I've done, I've enjoyed. But I definitely would not pay full price for it. Sometimes they run specials, and I got mine during Black Friday, and they ran that special for like even past Christmas time or whatever. So Yeah, I mean, I like it, and you can kind of, you can adjust it the way you want to do it. Do it when you can do it, kind of thing. So it works into a schedule real nicely. Thank you, Kathy, for being here. Have a lovely week, all. You too. And this week I'll work on finishing Warriors, cleaning my bedroom, and rearranging furniture, deal with calls I don't want to make. Ugh.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, Kristen. I'm hoping PMs doesn't take me out this week and I can start be productive.
Yeah.
I'm assuming PMs might be perimenopause.
Might be.
Or PMS.
PMS.
PMS, premenstrual. So, yeah.
Krista says, I have just 3 weeks left of my nanny job, so my biggest aim for this week is to keep applying for jobs unless I get the job I interviewed for last week. Woo!
We're all hoping that.
Yes.
Positive vibes for that. Still waiting to hear one way or the other. It's going to happen, Krista. It's going to happen. Something wonderful is going to happen. And then Kaylin said, that's a great idea, Laurie, having the reading talk. I think if they find books they're interested in, it'll be more fun than a chore.
Hope so.
I agree. My 86-year-old mother was here yesterday and tripped over the cord to my power strip. So new power strip coming today, longer cord so can be plugged in elsewhere. So I hope she is okay. I mean, I hope all she maybe got was a little scare and scared you and nothing is broken or hurt. Can't believe you'll be a grandma, Miss Jan.
So excited. It's our first baby girl. It's a little over 2 months now. So it's getting really, really close. Our first grandchild.
Yeah, that's amazing. Other than that, I'd love to get some decluttering done, get my Pango back up and add books and write some thank you notes. Love that. And Jen being a grandma is the best thing ever.
I believe it.
It really is.
So Molly said, reducing clutter and removing safety hazards, my top priority this week. We've both agreed she can't come back here until there's no trip hazards. Yeah, that's a great idea. So that will motivate you, Molly.
Yeah, that's true.
I need to look into library classes. I forget that a thing. That's a thing.
That's a thing. Mm-hmm.
You go, Molly. And thanks for Power Hour. Hope you all have a great weekend. Same to you, Emily. And I would love the live stream like that. Yeah, I'm doing the power session on Monday. So I'll be creating the live stream too. I like to batch all my live streams at once instead of doing one at a time. Oh, you're saying a live stream of are you talking about the focus session or just the catch up thing?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And is the movie, if that is the one you mean?
Same thing. Yes, that's it. That's absolutely it. It's wonderful.
I have to look that up. Oh, yeah. Will they give you rules about what to wear and what you can take in? If not, you can DM me in Discord if you want. Oh, yeah, we already have everything. The only thing we can take in really is our keys to drive our vehicle and our license to get in. And we're wearing our Columbia Theater t-shirt and stuff for representation. Yes, but I also want to get a head start on the beginning of school year stuff so I don't go in so stressed in September.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. The planning. I was a member and even a consultant for Body. I ended my membership because it became too much, and I found workout programs on YouTube for free that I love much better.
Okay.
So that's an option too, Matthew. And although I do like Joel's programs the best on Body. Yeah, strength training is what I'm looking for. I can do my own cardio. Yeah, that's how I feel, Matthew. And so that's why I don't think I need to be jumping around and doing crazy things. They do have a little boot camp thing, and I want to see if there's a boot camp program, specifically just boot camp. I kind of like that because it is like 1-minute exercises that keep you going. And some of the exercises I have to modify. And sometimes I do my own thing if I don't like it. And Jen, I'd love to hear which YouTube workouts you've been loving. And I might spend the money to get just the programs I like. And thanks for the sprint. See you next week. Bye, Swank. So Jen's going to send you a message. And then thank you, Eleanor, for being here. Thanks for Saturday Morning Momentum, ladies. We got some bruises, but generally okay. Congrats to Jen. And thanks, Allie and Swank. Okay, so thank you so much, Agatha, for being here. So I am doing something new. I don't know if I like this or not yet, but I'm going to end with a little bit of music, and we're going to have an ending video. So bear with me as I pick our song. It's just one of these in here, so it's not anything. That's going to be our tune that we're heading out. Anyway, thank you all very much for being here. We'll be back next Saturday. I'll have focus sprints on Monday. Enjoy your weekend and have a good week ahead.